Yeah, I'll go straight into the demo. So I'm one of the co-founders and CTO of CodeIntegrity. We're an Antler Boost portfolio company. We're in the space of agentic guardrailing. So the idea is you got folks using MCP servers, and you got people maintaining MCP servers, and you got people also doing agentic workflows, like heavy multi-tool call workflows. And the problem is, as shown by a paper by Google DeepMind recently, the Camel prompt injection paper, there's a large permutation of control flow / data flow hijacks that are very hard to solve for when you're using MCPs for anything that's more complex than like booking a flight, which is for some reason most of the MCP demos. So the problem is, so how we solve this is obviously it's very tricky to like build a guardrailing language that's both expressive and has enough granularity on top of the tracing to get enough detail to like find these exploits, because man, there's a whole permutation explosion here. But what we've done is we've built a proxy between your agentic, however you're calling the MCP or the LLMs. We're like a proxy. So we're one line change over your OpenAPI, Anthropic client, or your MCP client. And when you proxy through our gateway, what we've done is we've actually built a pretty expressive guardrailing language where we have, at the moment, about over 300 rules, where we build them case by case for each MCP and agentic guard flow, where we're able to pick up patterns, kind of like an SIEM of like nefarious like workflows. So here are some of actual patterns we've found for our customers. One is this is a Kubernetes multi-tool injection vulnerability where this is a data flow hijack where a user was using Kubernetes, and it's very easy to inject a nefarious pod instantiation with a bad description that leaks things inside a private namespace. Really bad in like the Kubernetes world. Here's one that we also found for like a more normal use case, but it's actually pretty problematic. Is you can just ask. This was a meeting summarizer MCP, but if you hijack the actual like note, the poison note, that's a data flow exfiltration, where you can actually like access the internal drive and you can get the email, and then you can like send a nefarious email. The attacker can send a nefarious email of like confidential data to themselves. Here's a more low-hanging fruit one, which you'd be shocked how many people fall for. Code assist MCP, like read web, run a bash or pip install, then just run the bash Python execution. Crazy, but that happens a lot. This is more common in browser-based. A lot of our customers using browser-based, they run it over like long tasks, and browser-based has this problem where it gets stuck in a tool execution loop. So click, click, click. What happens is you just bleed tokens, you go broke, or like your computer crashes. Both are bad. That's a simple loop. It's more complex loops too. So like this is a more complex loop. This is a simple one, but there's like loops that have like 6, 7, maybe over 10 steps. I've seen those too. And it keeps looping. The models kind of just confuse themselves and they're stuck. Email data exfiltration. This is also like a data flow. This is a data flow pretending to be a control flow. This is a very hard one to solve. But we got a pattern for it, so we're able to pick it up. PI exfiltration, kind of obvious. So what we're doing, we're very good at like finding the actual exfiltrations here because we got the patterns ready. And then we've built rules actually. So if you're using an MCP or doing an agentic workflow and you're on our proxy, you can simply just set your code rules. We built a lot of them. I've only put a few of them here. If you also don't like these code rules, you can just access our expressive language and define your own code rules. It's a pretty simple, easy to language, highly expressive. Basic tracing logs, if you want to see what's happening. And I just built a little diagram here to like kind of show people what's happening, how we operate. We're between your agent or AI system and your LLM or MCP server. Yeah, we're in preview right now. We're onboarding companies as they come, but if anyone's interested, here's the QR code. Happy to work with anyone or talk to anyone who's working with multi-tool execution, multi-tool agentic workflows or MCP heavy users. Thank you.